I used to be lonely and socially awkward, and now I'm super social and confident. I've decided to share with you the most important lessons I've learned throughout the years in terms of making friends as fast as possible and distill them into this very short video. So make sure you watch until the end if you want to absorb as much information about how to make friends in the shortest amount possible. All right, so let's go. The first thing you need to know is that you need to approach 10 times more people than the average person. Most people barely meet anyone, or when they do, it never leads to anything. Some people will just meet like 2 potential friends per year or something. That's not you. You're gonna meet at least 10 times more people. That's what you need to do, because the more people you meet, the more opportunities you get. Even if most of those people you don't become friends with them, it doesn't matter, because some of them you might become friends with. Maybe you'll become friends with their friends, and of course, there's also other benefits to this. Like you might meet your future wife. You might get work opportunities. There's so many good things can happen from meeting as many people as possible. So you need to get out there and just talk to everyone. You're at the coffee shop. You're in the park. You're walking on the street. Just find ways to approach people. You notice something interesting, talk to them, ask them questions. I have, videos about this, also talk about it in my newsletter. There's a link for it down below. If you sign up for it, you'll get a free guide on how to make friends as an adult, so check it out. Number 2, you gotta initiate hangouts. Very important, right? You meet someone, you keep in touch. Okay, great. Next day, text them. Hey, you want to get coffee sometime? Not sometime. You can say, you want to get coffee on Saturday at 5 p.m.? You want to get drinks with my friends? You want to do this? You want to do that? Initiate the hangout. Do not wait for people to invite you to things, because most of them are not going to do it because, I don't know, it just doesn't come naturally to them. It doesn't come naturally to you either, probably, which is why I'm telling you, you got to initiate the hangouts. All right. Number 3, you gotta aim to be interested rather than interesting, okay? Forget about being the cool guy who's got cool stories to tell. I mean, that can be good too, but that should not be your focus. Your focus should be showing interest in the person. That being said, there is a but. But do not be too passive in conversation. You can't just be a good listener, just be the guy who listens, and then the only person just talks and you don't say anything, okay? Like, you gotta share your thoughts, you gotta bounce back, you gotta share your thoughts as well. Don't be too passive, but still show interest. Now, number 4, be fully yourself and do not apologize for it. Don't apologize for being you. The right people will find you if you're just being yourself. Is going to attract the people that you're supposed to attract. Oh, but don't be an asshole. That doesn't mean that you get to be an asshole. Okay? Like you don't get to be those people that are like, oh, I just say what I mean and just use that as an excuse to be a dick. No, that's not. Don't be an asshole. Number 5, be vulnerable. People will appreciate you for it if you open up. Then they will open up too, and you will bond. That's how it works. Now, you don't have to do that right in the beginning. You don't have to overshare, but you get there progressively, little by little. But don't wait too long. You don't need to know someone for a whole year before you open up. Just like go little by little, and it'll be worth it. Number 6, give genuine compliments to people, sincere compliments that you actually mean, and try to compliment them on their character, on what makes them them, Even better if you tell them that you appreciate how they're always like this, instead of just saying I like your hat, try to say, I like how you're always so kind to people, for example. Of course, get as specific as possible. The more specific you get, the more they appreciate it. You might think it's going to be awkward to compliment people, and they're going to think you're kissing their ass. The fact is, in the vast majority of cases, people will appreciate it. There are not enough compliments in this world, especially among men. So just improve your compliment game. Now the last point, number 7, is related to point number 2, initiate hangouts. What you want to do is you want to organize a group activity that you do every week. You pick a day and a time, something you do every week with ideally some of the same people. At first, it might take a bit of time to create that group of people because some of them might come once or twice and they're not going to come back. So, but eventually you'll get a bunch of the same people. And in addition to that, you make it open to new people and you tell people that they can invite new people as well, okay? So that way you get to bond with the same people over and over again every week and meet extra people regularly as well. Now, I encourage you to find something that's not just hanging out at the bar. Because, hey, hanging out at the bar is great. You can definitely make friends doing that. That's mostly how I just hang out with people even when I don't drink. Because you can do that without alcohol, remember. But there's a lot of benefits to doing something that's more physically active, maybe, or like when you're doing something together, when you're playing together. That's why sports are a great idea. If you live in a beach town, which most people don't, but when I was living in Spain, I would just play volleyball all the time, not just once a week. And I would do that with the same people, and it made us closer. And then often we would go for a drink afterwards, but first we would play together. It was perfect. It's a perfect thing to do. So please do that. And to get back to number 2, by the way, about initiating hangouts, because it's related to this one, you do want to initiate group hangouts as well, okay? And as I just said, you should encourage people to bring people. So let's say you just met 3 guys, men or women that you find interesting. You want to see them again. So you text them and you're like, hey, let's hang out at this place Saturday, 8 p.m. Feel free to invite more people, the more the merrier, or whatever. And you'll meet more people that way, okay? And they will appreciate you for being the connector, So these are my 7 tips, okay? And I'm probably gonna do more of these videos, like 7 tips for this and that, and because there's so much to say about this, and there's so many ways to talk more about it, and so thank you for watching, and thank you for reading my newsletter that you can find there. And also, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I am a friendship coach. I do one-on-one coaching. So if you want to get serious about making friends as fast as possible, if this video wasn't enough and you feel like having more help, then just click that link to book a free call with me. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you. And give me share your thoughts with me. Drop a comment. What other tips did I miss? I'm sure I missed a lot of things that you're thinking about. If you have any ideas for future videos, let me know as well. And yeah, let's go make some friends.